Welcome to the Getting Started video for LoadedPress. This video is intended to take you through the steps from getting your new loaded WordPress website and blog and launching it to be your own site, and all of the steps you can do to set up the system for your own. As a starting point, when you log into your new loaded WordPress application, this is the dashboard view that gives you the summary of information from everything going on your website. When you create an out-of-the-box website on LoadedPress, you will have a site that looks similar to this before you've done any customization to it. I will take us through how to set up your theme and style and design and get your initial content in place and be off and running with your new site. As a starting point, as a quick view of the dashboard, you have some summary information that helps you every time you log in to show you what's going on with your website. The right now information shows you your posts, pages, categories, and tags and comments, all of your summary information that you need to see as an ongoing snapshot of what's going on. You also have other tools about your comments, your incoming links, your analytics, and other information like a to-do list and the ability to tweet and use Twitter right from your dashboard. In addition, we've added several custom pieces that help guide you through managing, building, and growing your website. Here you'll see the recommendations widget, which covers a lot of tasks that are needed to both get set up and then once you're using your website ongoing, reminders and tools and tips to help you manage your site better. For example, setting up your social profiles, setting up your Google Analytics tracking, and reminders of how often you've posted and your social activity to help generate more traffic and activity from your website. We also have social analytics snapshots that show you how your following and your audience across your different channels is growing over time. Now, when you first get your website, the first step is to make the look your own. There are many options for this, and I'll go through several of them here that you can do yourself. The first step, if you want to use the simple tools to quickly design your site, you go to the Appearance menu and our LoadedPress Style Manager. From here you can choose a few options and brand your site quickly and easily for even a novice user. As a starting point, you can choose your default layout. This is the page layout and areas that you can use on your website that determine where your header, menu, any widgets if you choose to publish them could be if you decide to, and whether you want your navigation left, right, or a 3-column layout. So by default I've chosen here a left column layout. You can also choose a homepage view. If you want your homepage free and open like a landing page, or potentially 3 columns because you have more information, or matching a different standard layout, you can choose this option separately. You can also choose if you want your website to show a blog style view, which is your latest posts and information in chronological order, or if you want to show a specific page like your home page or landing page that you have specific design control over. For now, I'll set it up as a blog view with a left side internal navigation and a 3-column homepage layout. To show you what that looks like, this is the current site. I've got a 3-column homepage view, and if I click into a page on the site, you'll see I've got my left column view. Now, for example, if you would like to have a right column default layout for your internal pages, I'll simply save the right column view, and then by refreshing my site, you'll see that now the navigation and other items that I've published are on the right side of my site. Very easy to control your layouts. When you go to step 2 of the Style Manager, this takes you through some branding and controls you have over your website. There are default header images included, or you can easily upload your own, and it lets you crop your image you upload so you can choose exactly what to show of it in your header area. Here I've chosen the thumbs up, as you can see on my site. And what I'll do is I'll make some changes to show you how you can control simply the branding of other site. I'll choose the sunset view and move on to the next step. The third and final step of the Design Manager lets you choose your different color schemes and styles that you want to use. Very easy, you don't have to know any HTML, and you can easily control the different colors and schemes and styles you want to have. For example, you have a quick reference window here. You can choose between any of these preset styles and color schemes as a starting point, and then easily override any of these information down below. For example, because I chose my sunset, now I'm going to show the title and my tagline above the header, so I'll choose this. And you can also set any color you want for your body background, your wrapper, your pages. You can control all the fonts that you want to use on your website, and they all show you in this preview window what your site's going to look like based on all these settings. I'll just do a quick save with my new header and new structure in place, and then come back and refresh the home page of my site. Here you can see now I've got everything above the header. I've got the sunset view and the same blog layout and content. You can obviously change more colors and customize and brand it as much as you like. Now, for those of you that don't want to use the Easy Theme Builder, we also have the option of any available WordPress theme that's available out there. You can install themes directly from WordPress. It comes bundled with other available pre-configured themes that you can use from beginning to advanced. You can use all the core WordPress features of browsing all the newest and available themes from WordPress.org and install them right on your site with one click. There's a wide range of design options available, so the choice is up to you. Once you set your template, the next thing to do is manage some content. Typically, you'll want to create some pages. By default, you've got an About Us, some Contact Us pages, and you can create others or easily edit them. For example, if you wanted to control your About Us information, you can come in here and use the visual editor and control the information about your site. You can easily add new pages to your website and they'll automatically show up. The same is true with posts. Posts are more like articles on your website. Typically they'll be in your blog area and the chronological categorized types of posts. So for example, if we wanted to add a new post to the website to show up, here is a new post. This is the post page, which we've covered in other videos, and has all of your standard options for how you publish it and categorize your information. For now, I'll simply just publish the simple test post. As you can see, it will now show on the home page of my site because I'm using the blog view. You have full control over your content, and creating pages and posts is very simple. You can also manage the menus of your site under the Appearance category. Manage menus. By default, all the pages you create will show up as your top navigation. If you wish to change that and set up other pages and control your navigation, you can easily choose any other external links, any pages you like, and add them to your menu item here. Drag and drop and reorder the pages as you see fit. You can create primary menus, submenus, and any other menus that the template you're using will support. Once you set up your content and your menus, the next set of preferences you'll want to configure are your widgets. Widgets are your sidebar elements of your website. Typically, you can post them in any spot that's available for widgets. In this, on our default templates, there are spots below the header, which nothing is using now. We've got a left side primary, we've got a right side secondary, and there are footer widgets available. Right now, I've got a search box, a newsletter, my social icons, some standard links, and an ad. And you can control these to be whatever you like. On my secondary, I'm showing the recent post widgets. You can see that on the widget page, under Appearance Widgets, where I am now, under the primary widget area, you see I've got my search, newsletter, billboard, which we can cover in another video, which manages your social icons and other images, and the other things I've got shown on my site. On the secondary, here are my recent posts. For example, if you were not using the newsletter, not interested, you can simply drag off the newsletter. Perhaps you want your social icon to be down at the bottom. And you can easily drag and drop and make these changes. You'll see they get reflected on your site instantly. No more newsletter, social icons at the bottom. For managing your social network accounts, that would be the next step of setting up your site. For there, you go to our Social Media tab and the LWP Social Access. What you can do here is grant permission for your site and your blog to connect with your Facebook account, which would be your profile as well as any pages you control, as well as your Twitter account. There's also direct integration with Dig and Reddit for pulling your social comments. These can all be easily configured from here, and once you authenticate with your accounts, you can easily share your information, push it out to Twitter, to Facebook, to other outlets, and pull back that content to your website, which we've covered in other videos. Nearing completion of the core setup, one thing everyone will want to do is manage your search engine optimization. There are some default settings, and you can control all of your SEO on all of your internal pages at a page-by-page level. For the global settings, you'll want to come to the Search Engine Optimization menu item, set your default home, title, description, and keywords, and for the advanced marketer, you can control a lot of other formats. If you're new and these don't make sense to you, you don't need to change them. Everything is very strong SEO on your website. As another quick feature, there's no setup required, but your XML sitemap, shown here, is automatically generated for you and submitted to search engines to help get your site found and take advantage of the content that you're creating. That's the quick summary of getting set up with your LoadedPress website for a new user. There are many other features you can use, such as photo galleries, advertising, polls, newsletters, and other tools and features you can publish on your website, including all the other widgets, managing your social icons, getting detailed analytics. We cover these in other videos and help guides, but once you've been through these steps, you should be up and running with a site that's your own. If you need help at any time, there is support options at the top of any page, and we have a main support link here that will take you to other information on our website, including all the information I've just covered in our Getting Started guides, as well as other frequently asked questions, these videos, and access to our support portal information where you can ask our staff directly for help. If you're interested in our setup packages and a custom design where we do the whole process for you and launch the very powerful site where you simply let us do it, you can come here and speak with a WordPress Pro anytime and contact us to get started. Thanks for watching and enjoy Loaded WordPress.